আসসালামু আলাইকুম। গত পর্বে আমি যে বিষয়টা নিয়ে আলোচনা করেছি, ব্যাকএন্ড সরি I was created a video, and yes, Siddiq brother, we are talking about our backend, the project students, batch 2, Siddiq brother, and backend, right? Last class we was created a backend and a frontend, so we opening them. So first of all I open this in PS Code, this frontend. Yeah, second things I open this backend in PS Code. Fine. So first of all I just open my terminal in this backend, user management system backend. Okay, and opening the terminal. Now I will run the my server. So what was our commanded dep? Okay, we will run here npm run dep. Okay, it's taking time for analyzing. Hit enter. Our server running. Okay, this port is working fine. Okay, we just close it and we also close our terminal. Fine. Now we will go our front end. Yeah, this is our front end. Open my terminal, and our command was npm run dep. Npm run dep for run this server. Yeah, working fine. Okay, I just click it, opening in VS Code and showing me the this is when I was inspected here. I was see the data. Okay, what was our data? This is our data from backend to frontend. How we was work with? We was use a use effect. Then we was fetch this API from backend. Uh, then we was response. Then response.json we was convert in JSON. Then we find the data. It's console log. So now we will create a use effect state that will be our users set users equal to use state default. By default our data is like in an array, so we just give here in array. So we will set users. It will be our data. So when we was set users, this is a method. Then we send here a data. This data will be set in user. By default, if we now in here clg users, these users. Now if I refresh here, you look, the data is looking in here, user management system. So if I type here like s hr horizontal role like this. Yeah, I guess I need to d dot, then s3 dot, uh, total users. Then we will give curly brackets, then users dot length, right? So if I send here, now if I refresh here, it looks the user is like 3. Yeah, now if I give it text center, c enter, uy5, text 3 xl, font will be extra bold, Yeah, looks good. And I can do it border B2, border B red and 600. Looks cool. Yeah, I want to show here in a table my data, so I can do it. So it will be my users table. Okay, like a div. So in div here, I have the header table header. So I will create a header div dot. In here, I have the uh, like is I can give her a p dot, like it will be id, then will be name and email, name and will be our email. So what is this? This is our user table. So I can give it like bg, like select right now 300. Yeah, then I can p minus 6, then round it m. Yeah, I guess looks good. Yeah, max w xs, then mx also. It's cool. Yeah, now I will put excel. Yeah, looks good. Then I can give it this is our table header. I can give it flags row. I can do center. Text will be I guess excel. Font will be bold right now. Okay, and justify will be like not justify will be between. So I can give it width. Okay, this and this. I can give it this and this. Yeah, W will be 1 by 2 and 1 by 12, and W will be 1 by 12, and I have the 6 by 12, uh, 7 by 12, 7 by 12, I guess 6 by 12, and will be 5 by 12. Now looks cool. I need to give it all our border. I can give it border bottom. I can give it border right now. mm, yeah, border. Okay, border, and border will be border select, I guess right now. Fine, and p will be 2. Yeah, looks good. I can give here xl or 2xl. Yeah, good. And border rounded, I guess rounded, uh, like SN. Now looking good. Yeah, fine, but I don't need border right. This section in the border right, border right 0, but in last of all, border right will be needed. Yeah, refresh it. Yeah, and border radius right, and this is left, not needed. So border radius arc and border this will be rounded right, will be none, right? Yeah, refresh it. Right will be none, I guess this. Yeah, one thing's also border x will be none, border I guess it will be rounded x, except no x, rounded L will be none, I guess. Yeah, it's looking good. This will be border left will be none, and rounded, sorry, rounded, this will be right now. So now it's looking good a border. Now it's looking good a border, not rounded. Okay, fine. So I just copy this table header, duplicate it, and I will give it table data. So it will be like base, and not will be font bold, it will be font light. Okay, yeah, it's good. uh, I don't need border, I don't need border. Yeah, I can give it also, it's also don't need a border. This will be, I guess, not need the border. Yeah, I don't need border, I don't need border, I don't need border. We don't need border. This and this and this, and then border. I don't need this. Border don't need this, and need this BG slat. I guess 900. Then text will be void. Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good. Save it and refresh it. Now, why this border? Why this border? Why this border? Why this border? I guess. Yeah. Now fine. Refresh it. Now fine. Now fine. Now no border here. Okay. I also don't need this. I want to delete this. Delete it. Refresh it. Yeah. Fine. Now I will just duplicate it. This will be my table table data, or yeah, fine. Then I can do it done this BG. Yeah, this BG, don't need this, don't need this. Yeah, fine. Okay, okay. And don't need this the light, this will be um, and this color will be slat 900. Font will be uh, light. Yeah, looks good, fine. And I need to do something border bottom in table data. I need to bottom border bottom slat. I guess it will be, yeah, 500. Okay, it's maximum, it will be 300. I guess save it, refresh. 400. Yeah, looks fine. Now I want to show to empty 10. Yeah, now I want to show this data in here in users. Looks, so I was show you users dot length. That's why I see this length of the user. But in user showing in here, when I refresh it, my data has in here in array of object, in object has name, id, and email, id, and name. So in this object has my data. So what can I do? This is my header, I don't need to this. I want to show you all time repeating my data, this table data. So I can give their second brackets or curly brackets, user users users dot map. Then it will be giving me single user. Then I will collapse it, I will copy it or cut it and paste here, save it. Then also when I give a key, user question mark dot will be id, that's id. In here my that's id file is in here, I have a id. Okay, already it's looping my dynamic data. And I want to show here user question mark dot id. and also user question mark dot name and second brackets user question mark dot email. Save it and format it. I refresh it. My data is dynamically shown here from backend to frontend. Okay, so when I refresh it, my data is shown here. My total users is 3 in ID, name, email. So what I was doing, users, that was my this users dot map. Uh, okay, I will question mark here also. Then it was give me single user like an object. Then I set key user dot id, and just that will be my this parent div. Then I was set the user dot id, user dot name, and user dot email. Okay, so that's why it's showing me this. Okay, now I make a form, empty form at user. So what I do, I make here a form a form dot, then in form I will make here input text. It will be username and user email. Anyone can send here. So I give here a border bg. I guess it will be blue, something like this, and will be max w will be free excel, mx auto, flex 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 call, gap will be 2 right now. Yeah, this and this. I need p will be 4. Yeah, it's working. I also want to h1 dot, it will be h1 dot 1 dot add your new user. Okay, then it will be border b, py will be 3, mb will be also 4. Now looks fine. And also give here placeholder. It will be enter your username and it will be email. Yeah, I have a form, I have a h1, I have an input and input. This will be name and this will be email. And placeholder, I set here email and the name. That's why it's showing me here. Okay, and if you want to this border, so border b, it will be like this color, and I want to style this class name. It will be p minus 3, rounded will be sm, text will be base, or anything. Okay, okay, I need also a button in form, button dot, button will be submit button. Add user user user, yeah, like this button. Okay, I need to modify this button. So class name vg blue, this, and text will be white. Text will be white. I guess text will be white. Font semi bold. Yeah. Uh, padding will be 4, and also need margin mt3, rounded md. Yeah, it's good. When I click here, it's redirect you. Okay, no problem. I need to refresh it again. I have this the margin. I need to empty. I need to inform or is form this form empty 5. Yeah, it's looking fine. When I add here, it will be show me here my data. So I need to one things. I need a function. So first, my function name will be handle form, and then submit user user data. Okay, it's what you want. You can make any function like this. Then I give here e, then e dot prevent defult default, and when I on submit here, uh, on submit handle submit user. So I click here add user, it's not redirecting, but if I don't give here e dot prevent default and click here, it's redirecting and adding in URL. So I cannot, I on submit add here in form and handle submit from data, any name you can add here as a function. Then it's receiving an event. You can give here eve and event or e whatever, this is a parameter. Then e dot prevent default, it when you submit here, it's not redirecting, that's why we add here. So I need here cost form equal to e dot uh, target. So when you give here e dot target, then form, if you click here, you see this form, this form is this form is here. So I need this form, this name input data, name input. So I click here const name equal to form, form form dot name dot value. Also const email equal to uh, form dot email dot value. uh, if I type here name and email, now I type here my name, type here any email, add here, it's showing me my name and email. Why? When I click this function handle submit user data, then why when I on submit this form, that's targeting this function, go to this function, then he take a event dot prevent default, it already stop the default behavior. Then I create a variable form, it's take event dot target, like this default form targeting the form. Then it takes name from this form, form dot name dot value, because I have an input tag that's name was name, and it has a value. When we type any data, it's targeting and catch in there. Then const email is equal to form dot email dot value. I have also on input field, that's name email, it's also catch the email in here. Then I console log this name value and email value. So if I type here Rakibul Hassan, now I hit enter, it's taking Rakibul Hassan and their email. Fine. So what next? I need to send this data in our backend. So we will create also a API in backend for get our data. Uh, this will be post. Normally we get or looks like uh, gather or get our data. So that's why we was create app.get. But when we send the data in our backend, so we will create app.post. It will be post. Then we create our API users, then request and response, like this, and this will be a function. Then we will be take a it will be our icon call here. When anyone hit here, I can console log here. It's post user API. Okay, it's post user API. Normally it cannot trigger it using a browser. It's directly hitting by our directly it cannot using by URL as a browser. It can hitting by API post method. So also console log request dot body. Our data will be sent from body. So our request is this. So what will be our fetch? So we can fake API JSON. When you type a fake API JSON, you go to JSON placeholder. Go to here it has get method and post method. This is post method. So it will be post method slash post. Go to the, I guess, posters. This is the get method, but I need to guide. In click guide, you see this is our fetch. This is our URL. Then it will be text response. That's normal getting our data, but we need to creating data. So fetch, it needs a method, it needs a body, then it needs a header. That then we can take response. Okay, so how can we send any data from frontend to backend? First of all, we need fetch. Okay, then we was give URL like http colon slash slash local host 3500, our backend API. This was our backend API. Then slash users. Okay, and then it give us a response dot JSON, convert it dot, then we get a data. We console log the data. If we have any error, we catch here error, then console log error here. Okay, but how we send here our data? So first of all, we create an object user 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 object. We can make it easily using here, or user equal to curly brackets name and email. Okay, then we send here as a our data in here. It fetch take two arguments. First of all, it takes URL, that's our API. Then it takes the request data or options. So second comma, then we have curly brackets. It takes method, or method will be our post. Okay, it takes also the body will be JSON, JSON dot stringify. It's a method. It's a like I hope it's a method. Yeah, it takes value. It takes value. So user. Okay. We have also the content type. Okay, we have also, you see here, we already give here the post method post body just stingify. It takes an object we send here, because we send user has the data object. Okay, last we has a headers. So we send here HEADERS headers. Yes, headers takes an object. It will be content. It will be this content type, this type. Okay, I copy it and just paste here. Content type application JSON or UTF-8. What? Okay, that's things. Now I send here, when I click here, I am refreshing this page, and sidebar of my backend. This is our backend. I just opening it. This is our backend. When I type here any name, Mahbubul Alam, my email, and I just cut it, console log, and hit here, and go to our backend. This showing me post user API. Okay, that's why when I hit their API, this is get method, but we have also a post method. When I hit here, it takes a request. Go to here, it's console log here, post user API. That's why I am looking this post user API. Then console log again, request.body. This showing me undefined. Why? We that directly express does not uh, get or data catch from body, so we need to here app.use express.json. When you hover it, it's a method, so call it, it's a function, call it. Yeah, that's fine. So now if I again send from here, I add user and go to backend, it's show me this name and email. Fine. So what can I do? Nothing to do. I just make it cost. I don't need anything of here. Cost data uh, user new user new user. I can make a variable user equal to request dot body. Okay, then I can make here an object, or I can give here new user user dot id equal to uh, user data dot length plus 1. Okay, so if I also log here a new user new user. If I click here new user, so when I hit here, it can call a function, then go to console log, it's creating a variable request.body. We send from frontend data, that's catch here and give here. Okay, new user.id will be user data dot length. Our user data dot length is 3, and its id with plus 1 will be 4. Then goes to look our new user. So now I hit here, this added id 4. Okay, uh, okay, cool. This is our new user. Okay, fine. Now we can send response dot send our this user, new user, save it. So now if I send here any name, Akbar Khan, Akbar at the rate of gmail.com, send here, it show me the name, id, and email id and name. How? When I hit here, it's called a function. It's take uh, it's take uh, data from request.body. When I send request, it takes from the data the new user. The new user.id means in here our object. It's also added an id user data.length plus 1. Our user data in here 3, it will be added plus 1, means our now data will be 4. Now response.send, I sending the response in front end, what, our new user. That's when I go to my front end, after the sending the data, Then it takes a response from backend. Then it's response.json converted. Then it's receiving a data and console this data. If any error, it catch an error and console log the error. Save it. So now I want to show here. I want to show here the new data. Show here new data. So I can set it. Set users. What can I do? Dot dot dot. It will be spread operator. Users comma and the data. Save it and refresh it. If I refresh it, this is our data. This is our data. Now if I Raji not Raji, uh, Rashidul Alam Rashidul at the rate of gmail.com. Edit. Where it's go? User.map is not a function, so it's not catching here. Where was users? Mm, we will go here. Go to const ddd equal to, yeah, we need to square bracket, then users, then our data. So if I now refresh here, so what we do, we will spread our all data, these users, then we will take our this data. So now if I name here Rashidul, Rashidul at the rate of gmail.com. Add user, it's added, right? Also again, if I add um, for it, at the rate of gmail.com, added. Yeah, it's added. It's added. Okay, okay, fine. Yeah. Also we can add here in here index we can receive here index, and it will be do index, and also it will be index plus one, index plus one. It will give me the current value. Yeah, refresh it. Then I can add here um, Dhaka, at the rate of gmail.com, at my messing at the rate of gmail.com. Yeah, it's adding the data. But one thing that when I refresh it, our data is lost. Lost. Also again, if I give me here like orange at the rate of gmail.com, and add here and go to my backend. If I stop my backend and again start my backend and refresh it, my data is lost. Next video will show how we save our data or actually uh, receive our data in our in our backend. Then we can save this data from backend to database. First of all, again I recap this. We need a data in frontend. That's why we make an API app.post. This will be our post method. Why? I need to data from frontend to backend. It takes a function, callback function, request and response. When we send the request in frontend, from frontend to backend, in frontend request we have the body. we have the body. In body, we have the body. There, there has the body. There has the body. In body, we have the data, new user. So we receive it, and we need a, ID. That's we make it a user data dot length plus one. Then we response dot send new user. Our new user sent in our front end. And also, what we do in our front end, we are making a form. That's our form. We have the table and our table data. In table data, we show our users according to looping of from our dynamic users. When I fetch, when I post user fetch in our API, it takes two options, two parameter, two arguments. Two arguments. First arguments is our API. Second is our data or our options. What type of our API and uh, our data system. Uh, that's a method will be post. Method will be how we send our data body JSON string API. We send our this data. Then we type here header content dot type application JSON character set. That's then when I send a data from backend, it was sent as anything. That's we was response dot send here. So we receive response dot JSON. It convert. Then we receive the data. Then set in the users our all the data spread in here spread third brackets, then square brackets, spread users, then data. If we have any error, we catch it error and console log the error. And console log, uh, that's why we show here our name. Yeah, now showing our data. So that's it. Thank you so much.